What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This one's gonna be a DIY video of refinishing these cabinets. It's gonna be probably split up in parts. Not exactly sure how much, but basically these kitchen cabinets, gonna go ahead and change them out. Not change them out, but basically add some trims to them, change up the color, make it look a little bit more modern, because I mean these cabinets, it's wood, real wood from when the house was originally built. So we're just gonna try to basically redesign and put a little bit of a finish to it, make it look a little more modern. So for today, I'm going to try and see how best of my abilities I can create something that's beautiful or looks modern, in a sense. Well, this is basically how the cabinets look. These brown finishes for trims. All it has is these grooves around it, all the way around it. I'm going to change these handles. Might keep the glass because I'm no carpenter, so I'll just do the same thing with these ones, add the trim, and basically paint it. And up here, I'm not sure, depending on our budget, I'm not sure if we're going to just paint this or we're going to add some type of trim to give it more of an appealing look. I mean, it just looks basic now, but yeah, we'll see what happens with that. We're gonna try to either change these or paint them, because the cabinets, they have like this groove, so they fit perfectly into these spaces. So if I can figure it out how to do the math and everything to get either whatsoever it may be type of door hinges that would be hidden, because I want them to be hidden, and I'll go ahead and do that. If I can't find it, I'll just take these off, clean them up, probably depending on the color we go with in terms of door handles and stuff. I'll paint them instead of changing them if I have no other option. But that's pretty much what we're gonna be doing today. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of try to do one of them and show you guys the look I'd be going for. Not sure if I'd be painting today. I just go into the process of cleaning up one or two of them, adding the trim, and see how far I get today. Stay tuned. I have one small issue. I went into the shed and I found my sander in a pool of water. So I don't know if it currently works, but I'm gonna let it sit out for a second and basically try out, see if it works after that. I'm gonna go ahead and measure up the cabinets to see how I'm going to cut my trim. So these are the trims I'm gonna put. It's just some project board from the Lowe's. It's a 1/4 inch in thickness and it's 3x4 in length. I'm gonna do some 45 degrees cuts, so it would be flush on the corners. And I'm gonna add some wood fillers. But basically, I'm gonna get the measurements, get these cut for this one to see if I actually like how it looks and everything, and then I'm gonna go from there and pretty much put it together. If the sander works after me cutting, I can sand it down before I put them on, so I'll have a clean surface to put the glue on and to add some brad nails in it to secure it. Or maybe I won't have to do the brad nails, but I'll see, just for extra security. Have my cutouts. Basically, I just needed to measure the first height and width on the top and the side, and then I just matched up the other side with the ones I already cut, so it's a little bit easier. And this is what I got. These are the cuts, and this is pretty much how they're going to be laid out. The door, the cabinet door. That's kind of the look I'm going for. I mean, I get wood filler and fill out the corners. Yeah, that's pretty much how it would look. And I do have these extra pieces of the wood. I'm thinking I could probably add a little touch to it by maybe doing something like this. I don't know how I feel about that at the moment, but could be a unique design that could be added, or maybe adding something like this in the corner. I don't know. We see how it goes, but we're gonna go with the most basic thing of doing that to the trim right now, and then we are gonna see where it goes from there. I'm gonna go ahead and test my sander now to see if it works. Hopefully it does, because I really don't want to hand sand these 17 bores plus whatever draw there is in there. And my sander is dead, so either I'm gonna do this by hand, or I'm gonna go get me a cheap sander. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and take off some more cabinets and measure them, because I don't want to waste any time going back to the store right now. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So ended up hand sanding it, sprayed some alcohol on it, wiped it down with a microfiber. Now I'm gonna put the trims on and see if I can paint this one, because I need to know if the paint will do the job I want it to do, because I was being told that depending on the type of wood, I don't know the type of wood this is, it might just soak through it and not leave a nice finish. So gonna go ahead and trim this one up, clean him up and paint him, and see where it goes from there. So guys, it is a couple hours later. As I said earlier, sander got messed up, me got wet, it worked for like 3 seconds, died. Didn't end up going to the store and getting a new one. I just ended up hand sanding them because I just didn't feel like going to the store and getting a new one. So basically, I got a couple of them, got a couple of the trims on. Oh, this one is off. I'll just sand that down. But yeah, got some of the trims on. Had the first one I did some wood filler and sanded it down. Tried to paint on it to make sure the paint would have soaked through the wood. This is the first one I did. And pretty much all of this mess you see here is the wood filler. I haven't cleaned it off yet. I haven't dusted it off or anything. I didn't finish sanding it. I just wanted to get a couple more trims on because I was running out of time. Went back to the store and I grabbed some more, just regular project board, and started to cut them up, cutting all the trims so I could kill some time. So when I do pull the doors off, it's just putting on the trims and knocking them on basically. These are the other two that I did, and then that one's the last one I did. But for right now, being it's the first time I'm making cuts like this, I've made straight cuts and just regular stuff like these posts right here. I mean, I did some cut on those, but it was just straight cuts. Nothing where I had to do like 40 to 5 degrees. I mean, the meter saw does the work for me. I just have to set it correctly. But yeah, proud of myself in that because you do have to still measure it and that type of stuff to make sure it's right. So that's gonna be it for this one. Stay tuned for part 2, where hopefully by the start of part 2, I have majority or all of the cabinet doors fully trimmed out. All I would need to do then is paint. I think we decided to paint the hinges, because I don't want to mess with measurements and all of that, so we're just going to paint the hinges and get those back on. We're going to order some new cabinet handles, door handles, and pretty much just take it from there. Stay tuned for the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, turn that notification bell on. Stay tuned. This is This Life DIY'd.